Welcome to Great Lakes Outdoors, everyone. I'm your host, Rob Trott. On this week's show, we're going to take you to Captiva and Sanibel Islands in western Florida, where we're going to be fishing for snook, sea trout, and reds with our captain, Butch Rickey. So join us right now as we bring you Great Lakes Outdoors with a little fishing here in Florida. In May, the Great Lakes Outdoors crew had the opportunity to do some fabulous fishing for snook during our visit to the Lee Island coast of Florida. On the first morning of our Florida adventure, we were met at the Punta Rasa boat ramp near Fort Myers by Joyce Rear of the Lee County Guides Association. She introduced us to our captain for the day, Butch Rickey, and our camera boat driver, Rich Fugman, who were anxious to get started as we still had to catch our day's bait. After loading everything in the boats, we were soon ready to depart. After a 15-minute boat ride, we started looking for bait fish and chumming. There was one. I saw him flash right in front of us, right there. Really? Yeah. Yep.
That's what we want.
Yep, there was a couple of them that flashed right there.
Yep.
See them? Yep. Yeah, they're there.
Okay, you keep that chum going through the whole process till we're actually done.
All right.
Let's see some shining in that net. Come on, shiners.
Yeah, I saw some in there. Oh yeah, there's some there. There's some in there.
Oh yeah.
The magic bait.
What are they actually? What kind of fish are those?
They're called, the proper name is pilchard, P-I-L-C-H-A-R-D.
All right.
But if you hear a guy say shiner or white bait, this is what he's talking about. It's generic terms, basically.
A couple of more throws of the net, and we had our shiners, and we're ready to go fishing. Carefully working our way up the shoreline, we headed for our fishing area, along a sandy, deserted area close to shore. Along the way, we found these two fishermen casting in waist-deep water, a method quite common in the warm waters of the Gulf. We would be fishing along a shoreline with lots of timber down in the water, a perfect hiding place for the elusive snook to lie in wait for the unsuspecting bait fish. However, it was very tough to cast into without snagging up on the many branches and logs. A good cast nearly always meant a strike. I hit my first snook ever after this cast, and the fight was on. Oh, he come right out of the water.
You get that? Yup, and Yemenis.
Yeah, he's fighting it.
Okay, keep the line off the boat now. Put the rod in the water when it goes on the boat. Look at your fishes over here.
Yeah, I know.
You can't treat a snook like you used to treating fish. These things do anything and everything they can to get off that hook.
He's a trying.
Keep a hold of the butt of the rod. Don't ever handle a graphite rod by the rod.
All right.
It'll break on you.
There he is.
There's his first snook.
Yep.
Is that your first snook?
It sure is.
Well, we'll have to take a picture of him. You can handle him just like a bass.
Can you? All right. Yep.
Yeah, that's an eating machine.
There you go.
Looks just like a bass's mouth inside.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, he's like a bass with a bad attitude is what he is.
Moments later, Kim Anthony hooked his first snook.
They're hitting up top.
He was coming right after it.
Pretty feisty fish, huh, Kim?
Yeah, he's a little fella to be that
People are always
feisty.
amazed how hard they pull, and they say, geez.
He's about the same as the other one.
You're on your own, Kim. I've got to get some of these lines tied or we'll be down. Won't even be able to fish.
About the same size as mine was, Kim.
Yeah.
2.5 pounds, probably. Small. There's big ones out here. We'll hit some big ones for it that way.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Snook are very tropical fish. As a matter of fact, some scientists that do marine biology type stuff say that snook shouldn't really even be in Florida waters because it's not tropical enough. But they are, and they roam on this coast up about as far north as Clearwater or so. And because he's so tropical, he has to always follow the water temperature. He has to make sure he's in warm water. So snook migrate throughout the year back and forth from the backcountry and the rivers and creeks in the wintertime to the summertime, which is a pattern we're going into now. They're out on the beaches and in the passes to spawn. And that's the only reason they're here. They've got sex on their mind. And they gang up here by probably another couple of weeks. There'll literally be tens of thousands of fish in here, and we catch anywhere from 30 to 100 in a morning. And you got three and four fish on at a time. But their pattern is that they'll be out here to spawn from about mid to late May all the way through September. Then as autumn starts to set in, they'll move back into the inside on the flats and around all the mangrove keys and oyster bars and stuff. And then as it begins to move into winter and you get your first cold front, then they start to move in towards the rivers and creeks and stuff where you've got warm water outflow off the land. That's where the warm water is. And they're always looking for that water. They can't handle water that's less than 60 degrees. And in the winters that we have, real harsh winter where we have a hard freeze, we'll have a major snook kill. And we had one a few years ago.
No, the whole school of them come after it.
The whole school of what?
Well, I don't know what they are.
Might have been mackerel.
Yeah, that's something else.
Yeah,
weren't as
that's
big.
not likely to be snook out here.
There's a whole school of them, and they were about that big.
Yeah, it's probably mackerel. You got Spanish mackerel out. You got a dead bait there, Rob. Let me put
I
you
know.
a fresh bait on.
I was bringing it in, and they came after it. There was 3 or 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, you got to remember that. Don't lay a rod down with a bait hanging out, because
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
$200 rod will be disappearing on you.
Right.
Right out of the boat.
Yeah, that was
Okay,
something
give me
different. All
water.
right, I got it. That's probably what they were.
But the snook will be rode out probably by late July, but they'll stay here right on through September, sometime into October if the weather stays good.
It is.
Kim next hooked into a speckled trout.
That's what it is.
He's not near the fighter.
No, well, he's small too. They fight pretty good once they get up 20 inches plus.
Well, I got 10 snags and 2 fish.
They're keeping Butch in the business for the
He
snags.
says he likes to tie them.
When did I say that? He's putting words in my mouth now. No, I need to get up there and hook. Need to get up there and hook you guys some fish.
Really?
And I can't hook them from here.
No, it's, what kind of trout?
Speckled trout. It's a spotted sea, what you call a spotted sea trout back home. When you're fishing snook on a beach like this in the summer and in the passes, like I said earlier, they're out here to spawn. And what you'll have is, well, I should back up. Snook are hermaphroditic. That's a hard word for me to say, which means that they're all born the same sex. And they all happen to be born male. We got another fish out here, a grouper, an offshore fish that's all born female, and then they sex change to male. But snook sexually mature at around 5 pounds or so, and then you have some of them do a sex change and become females. And most of your larger snook that you catch are female. But the problem that presents as far as catching a fish out here, you may have schools all over this, but you may have thousands of snook out here, And you'll have, when the water's clear, you can actually see them, how they travel in packs. You might have 2 or 3 or 4 big females, 10 to 20 pounds. And then you'll have literally a couple of hundred males that are escorting her, all looking for her favors, I suppose.
Huh.
And but the problem that presents is that when you're putting baits to those fish, the younger males are like, I compare them to little boys. They're kind of rambunctious, and you know, they'll leap on things without thinking about what they're doing. And plus, they're quicker, so you'll tend to catch more of the smaller fish from 3 to 5, 6 pounds than you will the bigger fish, simply because they're so willing to eat a bait.
Okay.
We've got a saying down here that big snook don't get big by being stupid, and that's it's really true.
That's true.
Snook are very, if you can think of an adjective to apply to a fish, it probably applies to a snook. They're sneaky, crafty, spooky, you name it, it probably fits.
I
They
assume
are
all
the-
these, the logs and the driftwood in here is what's holding them right here, though, eh?
Yeah, they're holding to that cover.
Uh-huh.
Those are crabs, or what are they after up the minnows?
Oh yeah, so well, snook are opportunistic, and they're basically lazy when it comes to feeding. They like to let Mother Nature bring bait to them, so they'll lay an ambush behind a log, behind a, you know, a rock, whatever the cover is, like in the past. And they'll lay nose to the current. If there's any water moving at all, they'll be nose to the current, and as the current sweeps bait, they'll pop out, bam, hit a bait, and run right back to their lair.
Okay.
They won't expend a lot of energy to get a bait. I want to get you guys broke in on them while these small ones are hitting, because
Yes.
once you hit a big one, if you ain't got it figured out how to turn these guys around,
This is a better one we've caught.
it's going to be.
It's still not a
but
huge
you have
one.
you've got to keep them. You've got to learn to steer these fish. They will go where you point their head.
Okay.
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 You can't let them get close to this motor, that trolling motor.
Okay.
And if he runs to the front of the boat, you've got to go with him. Okay.
All right.
But remember that they'll go where you point their head.
All right. He's a little bit better.
Just had one on.
So we need to get broke in with these little ones, eh?
Yeah. Well, you see how scrappy they are.
Oh boy, that was what, 3-4 pounds, and he's yeah, probably 3.5. Nice fish. Nice fish.
Say ah. We appreciate you playing our game.
There's one there. Should I give him some slack, see if he'll swim out? Or?
That's about all you can do now.
He's still on.
I don't know how I can impress on you the importance of showing that fish who's boss. You can't stand there and watch like they used to doing back home. You've got to get them out of there, or you never will get one. Oh man, does he hook good? Ooh, Snooky? Snooky Snook?
There's a good one too.
They do a strange thing, Sue. Normally when you put them in the water, he didn't, but they'll
Oh, he's out.
clamp onto your thumb and suck
again?
your thumb.
If I can get him there. Heck,
Come on,
I
get
got
him
him
out
again,
there.
Sue.
All right, Sue, he got him off. He got him off. He's got his fish back.
Except that he's coming over you, Kim.
Well done there, Rob.
Yeah, finally.
Well done. I didn't think you'd get away with
I
that.
didn't either. I didn't either.
And he's gonna get you again if you don't get that fish out of there.
Try it.
Come on.
It's easier said than
Look,
done.
pump
eh?
and reel, pump and reel, pump back, reel down. Put it on him.
He's right here by the boat. That's a better one too.
That's the
Yeah, it
best one
is.
of the day so far, I think.
Yeah.
Here, don't reel him any closer. Just
I
raise
won't.
raise his head. Just raise him up.
That is the best one so far.
Whew, and he got tangled in the line too.
I know.
You
I just left the slack eye in
Snook
place.
don't let you usually get away with that.
Yeah, I know it.
Let's see.
You have our camera with us too?
No, it's in my other bag over under the boat. They're coming.
What I wanted to show you about snook, the reason you can't give them slack.
Okay.
do
That's a
this-
nice one too, isn't it?
Yeah, she's bleeding though. I got to do this quickly.
Okay.
You see the tear in her mouth right there? Can you see that on the camera?
Yep.
Okay, what happens is, the first thing that happens when a snook hits and actually starts to fight is that membrane tears. See
Like
that, how easy
Yep.
that tore?
Yep.
And then the next thing that happens is if you give it just a teeny bit of slack, she goes like that, and
Yep.
that hook says, see
I
ya.
was very, very fortunate.
And she's
then.
gone.
Very fortunate.
I
That's a nice
promise you,
fish.
every time you give a snook slack, she'll get away.
I had to do it twice too. A couple of minutes later, Kim and Sue hooked our first double.
That's a decent fish. Well, you can let them run out here, but you got, you know, till you get them out of there, you've got to be on them. Just remember, steer him away from the motor and stuff if he tries to get. Okay, Sue, here you go, baby.
Don't give him any slack.
Stop him, come on, pump it real, pump it real. Don't let him get in them trees. Got all kind of stuff down there. We got us a double. Doubled up.
Oh, he's
Hold
littler.
on just a second, stop. Just...
Whoa!
See there? Ain't that fun?
Uh-huh.
They're scrappy fish. People are always shocked at how hard they pull. That's a nice snook there, Kimmy.
Yeah.
That's keeper there, I think.
They don't have teeth, correct?
No, they just got like sandpaper inside their mouth. Boy, he's good. He wasn't coming off of there. That's about the only place you can hook them where you know they're not going to shake that hook out is right in the tuft of the lip. Anywhere else, they'll shake it right out if you give them slack. Oh, no, let me take a picture of you. It's your fish, not mine. Okay, don't drop her now. Don't drop her. Huh? A double. All right. I want to shoot one with my camera too, guys. So.
Yours is bigger.
Woo. Good fish, Kim.
You get him under control, I think I'm gonna turn us around and anchor us right there where you hit him.
New spot, isn't it?
Well, if he was there, there may be others willing to eat there. I said he's gonna catch one in there. He's gonna hook one in there. That's a good fish there, bud.
Yeah, it's a good one. All right, nice fish.
Did a pretty good job getting him out of there.
You got him. Enough coaching there. He's a dandy.
And there's an, oh, well. There he was.
All right.
After Kim snooked, Butch decided to try a new spot or two to finish off the day. Upon arrival, I talked to Butch about our plans for the afternoon.
What are we going to do here now, then?
Well, I thought, you know, since we basically the fishing on the beach dries up around noon anyway.
Seem to slow down.
Yeah, it's pretty predictable. In the heat of the day, of course, it's not a hot day, but still,
Yeah.
the fish are fairly predictable. By the middle of the day, they usually find other things to do, and the bite will usually stop. So I thought we'd come back inside the Sound. We're now in Pine Island Sound, which is a beautiful body of water,
Okay.
and it's bordered on the east by Pine Island, which is about 20 miles long. It's a big island. It's not actually a barrier island because the barrier islands are Captiva and Sanibel and North Captiva and Costa. But it's west of the mainland. Then you've got the Sound, which averages about 5 miles wide. And then you've got your barrier islands.
Okay.
One of the things that makes the fishing so good here, and for your viewers, the fishing here usually is just dynamic. This is some of the best fishing in the state of Florida. I don't care where you go. And one of the reasons is, to our south at Fort Myers, where we launched this morning, you've got the Caloosahatchee River that comes in there from the northeast.
Right.
You've got Matlacha Pass, which is the pass behind Pine Island, okay? You've got Matanzas Pass, which is the big pass between Sanibel and Fort Myers Beach. Then you've got Blind Pass, which is the little windy, twisty, shallow pass we went through this morning. You got Redfish Pass right here. If you turn your camera right over there to the gap in the islands, that's Redfish Pass. These are deep water passes now. These are, you know, they'll run 30 to 50 feet deep. Pine Island Sound is still relatively unscathed, both from development and from pressure. It gets most of its pressure during the weekend. But because of all the constant flushing that this pass gets from all these passes,
Yeah.
you know, there's a constant water exchange, and it makes for good seagrass and good everything. Man. Great fishing. and most of the time the fishing is very good.
Okay.
You can pretty well predict the days that are going to be tough. Those are the days when you've got flat tide, inshore species. You want moving water, and if you've got a north wind blowing, that's. But other than that, the fishing out here is usually pretty dadgum good, and it's not uncommon to catch 30 to 50 fish in a morning, whatever it is you're fishing for.
I think Kim's ready to break another line or two here. Looks like he is.
Yeah, I thought we'd come across, and although the redfish may be scarce, while we had some water covering the bars, you see the oyster bars are starting to peak up already.
Yeah.
That's because their tide has already started to move out. And see if maybe we could find it, just to give you guys a different taste of, a different flavor of the typical fishing we do most of the year.
All right.
Is around these mangrove keys and oyster bars, and what we call tree fishing. You're throwing your bait right up against the tree. When these bars cover and the trees cover real good, the reds in particular will get way back up under those mangroves.
Okay.
And it takes a skillful cast, literally right at the foot of the tree. And if you can make the cast, you'll often be rewarded. If it's a foot out, nothing. If it's like that right to the edge of the mangrove, a lot of times it's hit just about as soon as the bait hits the water. So as you saw this morning, it takes skill to get these fish out of their cover with light tackle, and also it takes casting skill.
And just a little bit of luck once in a while.
Yeah, well, somebody told me one time you'd rather be lucky than good any day.
Let's try it out. Let's give it a shot.
All righty.
As we got ready to fish, these dolphins swam by us at fairly close range as they fed on bait fish close to shore. Our presence didn't seem to bother them a bit. I hooked into a nice redfish, which would have given me the slam, which consists of a snook, sea trout, and redfish, all landed the same day. The luck wasn't with me.
Well, he's not in the boat yet.
Well, if you lose him now, it's a short release. Come on up here, Sue, so you can see him. Get his head up there.
All right.
Get his head up.
Oh, he did get off.
Oh, for God's sake.
I knew it was going to happen. Dang. Playing around for the camera.
Well, you never got the hook set on him.
No,
They got a
I guess
mouth
not.
like leather inside.
I'll have to hit him good.
Really tough.
They lost the redfish. Yeah. That was a nice one.
Oh, he was small, but he was a redfish.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we call a short release.
Right at the boat. Didn't hurt him any.
We're going to turn him loose anyway. That's short release.
Yeah.
You just mash this little button here and it lets him go.
I guess I didn't have a good enough foot. I hit it twice.
I usually smack them 2 or 3 times hard because they've got, they're just really leathery inside their mouth. It's a fish.
Kim followed with another new fish, a jack crevalle.
It's a jack. Jack attack.
He's a feisty little guy.
Oh yeah, they're tremendous fighters. That's pound for pound. That's the hardest fighting fish in these waters.
Is that right?
Jack crevalle, yeah. God, you ought to get a big
Yeah.
one. They're incredible fighting fish.
Stays right on the bottom, don't he?
No, he just turns his side.
Yeah,
to
that's
you.
what he's
well, you
doing.
foul hooked him too. That makes him even a better fighter. Or did he just get wrapped up?
Yeah.
He was just wrapped up, I guess.
Oh, yellow tail.
They good eating?
No,
No?
that's too bad because they don't get any respect from anglers just because they're not good on the table, but they're great sport fish.
Pretty.
In the wintertime, we get these things 10, 15 pounds. They're huge. You'll be out here in big schools, man. They'll hit anything you throw at them. And they'll peel 100 yards of line off your reel before you knew what happened. That's a Jack Crevalle. Pretty fish.
I've caught him out in the open. He's real big.
Yeah, you may have. Yeah, Jack Crevalle, and they roam pretty much all over the warm seas. I think they have different names depending on what part of the world you're in. And they're in the big family of jacks, But, he's a heck of a fighter.
Kim's jack turned out to be the last fish we caught, but what a day. As we returned to the docks, the pelicans were waiting for the day's leftover shiners and sure had a feast. It was fascinating watching them scramble for the bait fish. Captain Butch finished off the day cleaning up his boat for another new day of challenges from the feisty Snook. And for us, well, we survived our first day fishing in Florida, and we'd be on the water again the following morning fishing for the mighty tarpon in shallow water with Captain Joe Yerkes aboard Defense Rest Charters. But that's another story which you'll see in the near future as we continue our Florida adventures. Again, thanks to Captain Butch Rickey and the Lee Island Coast Visitors and Convention Bureau for making this trip available. Until next week, I'm Rob Trott saying, enjoy the great outdoors.